All right, here we are on the login page. Now, there's nothing really special or unique about our login page, but it gives me a quick chance to talk to you about our platform, which is unique and special. With Salesforce, you're going to get industry-leading security. It's going to be available to you anywhere in the world as long as you have access to the internet. You can access it on your mobile device. You can make your own customizations in Salesforce and build out your own apps. And you're still going to get 3 upgrades a year where we just add tons more goodness. Now, this is what you're going to see when you first log in. You've got what you care about, what you need to get done, and where you need to be, all in one place. So your dashboards, your tasks, and your events are going to be staring at you right when you log in. Now, when you look at the top of Salesforce, you're going to see these tabs, but these are just the out-of-the-box tabs that come with Salesforce. These are the objects or the tables in our database that we store for you. So things like your customer accounts, your contacts, your sales cycles will track as opportunities, and so on. But whatever makes your company unique, whatever those things are that you want to track that pertain to you, that you can customize and change Salesforce to add those things in here. And later on, as we go through the demo, I'll show you some examples of that customization, whether it's inventory or app usage or referrals or family members or whatever that is, that we're going to have a place for you to store that in Salesforce. But because this is just an overview of what comes out of the gate with Sales Cloud, we're going to go over what's just kind of standard. So let's start where most sales cycles start, and that's going to be with leads. So what's a lead and how did it get in here? Well, leads are essentially anybody that is potentially interested in becoming a customer, that you don't really have a strong or really any relationship with them yet. So consider them a prospect or a suspect. A lot of customers like to call leads those as well. But the idea here is you can get these leads in from really any of your different sources that you capture prospect information. So we have something called a web to lead form, where you can put a form right on your website and get that information right into Salesforce, assign it to the right person, automatically send an email out to that customer, and get someone from your company to reach out to them. You can mass upload a list of names and email addresses if you go to a conference and you end up with like a spreadsheet of people's badges that you scanned. If you happen to have an app or a online presence where people are signing up or joining there, you can simply use the API to push information into Salesforce. Also, you can just sync information from your other apps, so your calendar, for example. But here we are with a list of leads. Now, how do we find the right leads to work on? Well, there's different ways that we can slice and dice and create little mini views here into our world. Do I just want to see my leads? Do I want to see the leads that are interested in a specific product? Do I want to see leads from a particular geography or region? The idea here is that we're going to let you slice and dice and find the best person to call. And so here I'm going to go ahead and click into Rosa Abelin. And we're going to start reaching out to her. So what is this record? This is the first time you're actually looking at a record in Salesforce. So let's just walk through it really quickly and make sure everyone's comfortable. Right here in the middle, that is Rosa Abelin. She works at Universe Design. She's the VP of Consulting. Here's her phone number, her email, and really anything else we want to capture. Notice here's some fields that we've put in, like what region is she in? What industry are they in? How many employees do they have? What competitor are we worried about? But really, you can capture anything you want here. And you can have these layouts unique to your different employees, to the different types of leads you may have, so you're only looking at the right fields at the right time. Now when you go down past that main record, you have what we call related lists. So these are all the records that have to do with Rosa Abelin. So for example, what are all those activities we have, those emails, those tasks that we've reached out and touched her before? What's outstanding? What do we have coming up? What marketing campaigns or what marketing activities has she been touched by? Have we sent her any HTML emails out of Salesforce? And when did she open them? How many times did she open them? And the last time she opened them? But this could be a list of really anything. Is it referrals? Is it files? Is it products she's interested in? The point here is this could really be different and be unique for you. So that's Rosa Abelin's record, but how about we do those traditional things now that reps do on a lead? So the first thing I would say a lot of reps do is they probably send emails, right? Email's pretty important. So what's nice about Salesforce is that you can actually have email templates in here. So it's very quick and easy to add your branding, get Rosa's name in there, and just send it out, right? So no more spelling errors, and you're going to save yourself a lot of time. Also, you may want to log a call or log an event that you had as well. Now, you could do that by clicking here, okay? But this is also something that I like to point out on our Chatter feed. So this is Chatter. This is your collaboration feed. This is where you can ask questions, discuss this particular record, this person, this lead, and really just stay connected with everyone else in your company. Now, I know it's easy to think, hey, we're a startup. There's only a few of us. I don't really need Chatter. We just talk to each other. And right now, you're probably right. That could work very well for you. But in 6 months from now, a year from now, if anyone ever joins the team and missed that conversation, when they go look at Miss Rosa Ablin's record, they're going to see just those posts pertaining to her right here, right? It's not searching someone else's Outlook inbox from, 2 years ago. The conversation about this record is happening in the place that you're looking when you need to find that information. So you could just post a regular post here, but what's nice about it is we let you actually create records from here as well. So I can very quickly go to the feed, log my notes, and just log that call. Now that activity record's created in Salesforce, it's updated the feed, and if anyone else were subscribed to this record, if anyone else was following Rosa Ablin's record, they're going to see that that activity took place. So at some point, you're going to build a relationship with Rosa. You're going to have many conversations with Rosa. You might even meet more members of Rosa's team. And at that point, it makes sense to convert Rosa and her company from just a lead to an account, contact, and an opportunity. So when we convert this record, what's going to happen here is we're going to assign it to a new rep. We're going to create an outstanding opportunity. I'm just going to call it new opti. And we can even create a follow-up task for ourselves. But this one record of Rosa Ablin at Universe Design is going to turn into the account Universe Design, so the business entity Universe Design. And notice those fields that have to do with the account have actually come over and come across here. Also notice Rosa, the person you've been interacting with, is now a contact at Universe Design. So when you start having 10, 15, 20 more people that you know there, you're going to have that whole Rolodex in one spot. And because we think there's a potential deal in the works, we've got this opportunity saved. So why don't we now look at the world through the view of accounts and see what's different there. So just like leads, you can have your different list views of accounts. So show me my accounts, your accounts, show me the enterprise accounts, the accounts on the West Coast, whatever that is, however you want to slice it and dice it, that's up to you. But something I want you to keep in mind is that these accounts can actually look different and be different. So when we were talking about the customization of the platform, take a look at this account. Don't worry about reading every field, but just take a glance at it and understand what's here. We've got a few pieces of information, we've got their addresses, and that's about it. And then we've got the contacts that all work there. Every activity that's going on at the account, who we're meeting with and what we're meeting about, everything we've done in the past, every sales cycle we've ever gone through, win, lose, or draw, every support issue they've ever had, every product they've ever purchased, every support SLA and contract and project. And this can go on and on and on, but just take it in at a high level, okay? It looks a certain way. Well, you can have that same thing. You can have accounts and now have them look different. In this case, maybe we want to put some charts and dashboards right here. Maybe this has a really big account family. We want to see that family tree. Maybe we're integrated to our back office systems and we want to pull some of that information into Salesforce. So the lists can be different. The fields can be different. The visuals can be different. Now, here is the account record. So the account record really is just a container for all of those things going on at this company site. And when you come down here and you look at a particular contact, when you drill into Lauren Boyle's contact record, what you're going to be seeing is just her slice of interactions with you. You're just going to see just the activities you've had with Lauren, just the emails you've sent Lauren, just Lauren's support issues. So the account record is really that catch-all container. And then what's going to happen is that when you drill down into it, you can go see those specifics. Well, let's drill into an opportunity at this point. So I'm going to go back to the account record. And now we're going to talk about how Salesforce actually lets you sell. So I'm going to click right into the opportunity. Now, out of the box, Salesforce is going to come with the best practices that most organizations use to track their sales cycles and forecast accurately. We're going to give you different sales stages to go through, track a close date, dollar amount, next steps, and a general description. Now, that being said, we really want you to turn this into your opportunity. So you can change the way these look and behave so that it actually matches your process. And what's great about this is your process is probably really going to change. I mean, most startups don't keep the same process for a very long period of time. You're going to keep trying things and pivoting and changing. So what's great about this is once you build it out one way, it's okay. It still stays flexible and nimble. And in 6 months or a year from now, when you change your process, you can still change the way these opportunities work and behave. And so it's going to stay nimble and agile and relevant for you over a long period of time. So again, just like the other records, you've got the opportunity in the middle and the related lists underneath. But here you can see we're tracking things like activities just around this sales cycle, or the products that we're selling and what we're quoting them for, and every quote we've sent out this customer through the various iterations. So why don't we create a quote together and just see what that process looks like? So I've already got the skeleton opportunity created. Let's create a quote. So I'm going to come in here and just give it a name. So here's my quote. And then we can start capturing other information here as well: tax, shipping and handling, really anything else you want. Where are we delivering it to? What's the delivery date? Those kinds of things. And now it can just sync with the actual opportunity. We can keep this quote in sync with our opportunity so we don't have to make a change here and then go back and change it there. So here's the way the quote is set up, but maybe we want to add another product. So we can go in here and we can search, we can filter. I don't know how many products you have and how many different prices you sell them in, but Salesforce can help you manage your product catalog and your price books. And if you are selling internationally, we can help you with multi-currency. But let's say you pick one or two of these bad boys and that is what you're going to be selling. We can come in here, you can put in your quantity, put in your sales price, put in some notes, and now you've updated the quote. The dollar amount's going to update, the total's going to update, the quote is going to update, and right from here, you can just generate the PDF. This is actually point and click to tweak the template and customize it and put your own logo in here. But if you wanted even more advanced document generation, we can talk about that later on at the end. And right from here, you can save the quote and just email it out to the customer. And as you go through the sales cycle, you'll continuously be updating this opportunity, updating the account, and updating the contact records to essentially keep everything up to date. But why? The reason is dashboards. If your data's no good, your insights are no good either. So the more you keep your data up to date and the more you put into Salesforce, the better your visibility is going to be into Salesforce. So here's an example dashboard, right? So how much pipeline did we generate? Where are different sources of revenue coming from? What's my pipeline look like this month? Customers that have support issues, why are they having support issues and where are they logging those support issues from? But generally, dashboards are going to be your way to gain insight into the organization. And what's great about it is it's not just one dashboard. You can have as many different dashboards as you want. So as you start growing out your team and hiring more people and changing and specifying what their roles and responsibilities are, everyone's going to want their view of the business. And so they can have their own dashboards. They can be private. They can be team dashboards. And what I've seen work out really well is actually collaborating on dashboards. So if you see an interesting metric that you think you want to share with your team, you can very quickly take that, post it into Chatter, share it with the right people, and now you're talking about those very important metrics. My manager, what he likes to do is typically actually put these in our team meetings. So when we're sitting around, we're having a conversation, we're looking at the state of the business, and then we're talking about what to do because these are the numbers. We're not just using that time to discuss the numbers. Now, so these dashboards can be viewed anywhere, right? So from any device, and that brings me to mobile. So everything we talked about, everything, those leads, accounts, contacts, opportunities, dashboards, all of that is going to be accessible from your mobile device. So when you log in, through your iPhone, for example, you can actually go and see those same accounts, see those same leads, see those same dashboards, see the exact same information, and even update that information right from here. So if you're on the go and someone asks you a question about your business and you don't happen to know the answer right off the top of your head, it's just a couple quick taps, and now you're looking at that exact same dashboard. So here we go. This is the gauge right there, and I'm going to move over here, and here's your sales pipeline. So you really get that view, and you can even drill down into the underlying reports and see the data that's driving those dashboards. So that's great. You can actually access everything from everywhere. But we did talk about the platform, right? And well, with Salesforce, we have something called the AppExchange. Now, what the AppExchange is think about it just like your iPhone with the App Store. The iPhone's pretty nifty, but it gets even more nifty when you start installing those apps that let you do those things that are very unique to you. So with Salesforce, we have our own app store. And there you can go and install apps into your Salesforce. So do you want things like DocuSign for electronic contract signature? Are you an Evernote or Dropbox or Box customer? Do you want to integrate those into Salesforce? So think of the AppExchange as your marketplace that turbocharges Salesforce. So hopefully this was a good introduction to the Sales Cloud platform. There's a lot more that it can do, but hopefully you feel comfortable that it's a good tool for today and it's a great platform for tomorrow.